Summer of Steven Week 3. It was, let's just say it beat all the other weeks by a landslide, even with only 4 episodes this week. It was just jam-packed with so many good episodes. Each of them were a wonderful time. And they were all so good, I'm not sure if I can make this into a single video. But that being said, let's not waste any more time and talk about them. Alright. First episode of the week was Gem Hunt. It was probably the weakest episode of the week, in my opinion, but still, that does not mean it was bad. That does not mean it was mediocre. It was still awesome. It just, compared to all the others, it was still awesome. Alright. So, the episode starts off with Steven and Pearl taking Connie on her first mission. They're on a corrupted gem retrieval mission, and they realize that there's 2 corrupted gems, and that gets them kind of confused. They only expected 1. Anyway, those gems separate, and then Pearl and Connie decide they should split up too. They should go look for one of them, and Pearl should go look for the other. Anyways, they split up, and we kind of get a little bit more in-depth of how Steven feels about the corrupted gems. And he kind of gives us an explanation that they're kind of sick in a way. And he's not sure if that means he can heal half corrupted gems or not. Anyway, he does the thingy. What is the thingy? Anyway, they go off in survival mode, and Connie makes like tea and stuff, and it's like really crappy as Steven points out, but she's like, it doesn't have to be good, it's just survival, punishment of nature or something. And anyway, after a while they kind of Pearl kind of gives up, and then Steven and Connie want to keep on going. Then they encounter one of the corrupted gems they seen earlier, and Steven tries to talk with it, but Connie pulling her sword out freaks the corrupted gem out, and they get attacked. And then Connie calls Pearl in the little walkie-talkie they've been using, and then the corrupted gem gets attacked like a second later, and we think it's Pearl, but no, it's Jasper, and she's back. And she's so much like Vegeta in this moment. It reminds me of the scene of in the Planet Namek saga of Dragon Ball Z, whenever Vegeta was attacking the Doria and Zarbon. That's exactly how it is, except for getting schooled the first time with Zarbon. Jasper just effortlessly poofs blue corrupted gem, and it turns out she had the other one. She had the other one also poofed from earlier. And anyway, Pearl gets there, and Steven's protecting him and Connie with a bubble. And then they're all kind of scared to see Jasper, and then Jasper, instead of attacking them, it seems she has a plan formulating. She's like, hey Rose, look what I got. She points up the 2 corrupted gems. She just walks off into the snow. And that episode was really, really good. Oh, also, there was also the little subplot about Connie being too afraid, and she kind of freezes up during battle on her first mission. But that wasn't really the main focus. The main focus was Jasper coming back, at least in my opinion. Anyways, that was a good episode. Great episode, actually. The next episode is Crack the Whip. Pearl and Garnet go out to look for Jasper, so I just leave Steven and Amethyst home alone, but it turns out that Connie had sword fighting that day, so her, Amethyst, and Steven all just hang out and are having a good time instead of training. But in the beginning, Steven and Connie do train for a little bit, and their training is actually pretty good. They all use their powers to great use. Steven uses like 5 shields, I think, at that moment, and he uses his bubble in a really strategic way. Anyway, Amethyst tells them that there's no such need to training in battle. You never know what you're going to go up against, that you should just go with the flow. And anyways, they go goof around all day until they're swimming, and then one of the corrupted gems comes out of the water. And before we go any further, I'd like to point out that this was, I don't know where it was said, but apparently it's been confirmed, the names of these 2 corrupted gems. The names of the name of the bronzish corrupted gem is Biggs Jasper. And the name of the blue corrupted gem is, I forgot its name, Ocean Jasper, I think? Yeah, it was Ocean Jasper. Anyway, Jasper is taking control of them and is using them like an army. Anyways, Steven and Amethyst, hold on a second, Asher. Steven and Amethyst and Connie try to fight, and Amethyst manages to take down the Big Jasper, and then Steven's like, good job, but there's more than one, and then that kind of worries Amethyst because she barely managed to beat the Big Jasper. And then Jasper comes in riding on the Ocean Jasper, which is really, really, really awesome. And then she starts saying, I got my army, where's yours? And it's just Steven, Amethyst, and Connie. They're not exactly the best fighters. So anyways, Jasper starts insulting them, and Steven and Connie take the Ocean Jasper, and Amethyst takes the real Jasper. And we don't really see much of the fight between Ocean Jasper and Steven and Connie. In fact, spoiling it a little bit further, they don't even finish the fight. It's Lion who finishes off the Ocean Jasper, technically. But Amethyst is going to go against Jasper. Jasper's like, you could have been like me, but you're not me, are you? You're just a little runt. And she is demolishing Amethyst. Amethyst, it's kind of sad, actually. Amethyst has no way to win. She just has to take it. She's getting beat to a bloody pulp. And then, right before the finishing blow, Jasper just shatters her pride by saying, Amethyst said, Jasper says that you're just a little runt, and Amethyst says, Rose said I was perfect the way I am, and then Jasper just shatters her pride by saying, well, then she must have had low standards, and that angers Amethyst, and Jasper used that to advantage to have the last finishing blow. She poofs Amethyst, and she's getting ready to shatter a gem. She has her gem in her hand. She's getting ready to shatter it, but Steven and Connie fuse into Stevani, and they manage to knock it out of Jasper's hand. And Jasper's like, you dare fuse with a human? And then Stevani's like, don't worry, Amethyst, I'll protect you. And she puts the little Amethyst gem on the beach. Anyway, Stevani charges into battle. And she has a shield and the sword. She's riding on Lion, and she's facing up against Jasper and Ocean Jasper, which is awesome. And anyway, she actually manages to beat Jasper almost effortlessly. And Amethyst comes back and she sees that Stevani has beaten Jasper, and she's kind of jealous, but also her pride is in shatters. And they beat Jasper, and she's like, fusion, fusion, it's always fusion. And then she retreats into the ocean. Also, yet again, like Vegeta, like on that scene, also in the Namek Saga, whenever Vegeta stole the Dragon Balls and he goes under the ocean, he just like, what's up? Then he goes down into the ocean. And yeah. So that episode is pretty good. And then Steven and Connie see that Amethyst is okay, and then they run off to tell the other gems, and then Amethyst is just kind of sad that she felt useless, and her pride is also in shatters. That episode was really great too. However, this video is getting a little bit long, so I'm going to cut this into a two-parter review. And I'll see you guys next episode, or next video, for Steven vs. Amethyst and Bismuth. See you there.